Hi everybody, it's Katie Snyder at the Museum of the Grand Prairie in the Champaign County Forest Preserve District. And I am outside of our museum here in the Discovery Gardens. And look at all the things you can discover in our Discovery Gardens. Look behind me. We have one of my favorite vegetables, Swiss chard. I love that stuff. And I'm out here because I wanted to read to you a book today called The Vegetables We Eat by Gail Gibbons. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention. I have on my mask today. The reason I have on my mask is I'm outside the museum, and one of the safest places to be in a pandemic when you're with other people is outside, but people come and go inside our Discovery Gardens, and we always want to make sure that folks are wearing their masks when they're around other people, even outside, because that's the way we keep each other safe. So in our Discovery Garden, we have a whole lot of vegetables that you're free to come in and snip a few off, sample them, take them home. I do it all the time. I make some really great stuff at home. And this author, Gail Gibbons, she does a lot of really cool kind of mix of nonfiction and a storyish kind of thing. So that's why I like her work. So we're going to read The Vegetables We Eat by Gail Gibbons. Let's take a listen. Look at all these pretty vegetables she has. Look at all the vegetables. Vegetables are the parts of plants that are grown to be eaten. Most are annuals, some are perennials. And annuals are the plants that grow for only one growing season. Perennials come back every year without being replanted. Look at all the fun stuff going on in this picture. You could look at Gail Gibbons' illustrations for quite some time. It is good for us to eat vegetables. They are nutritious and help keep our bodies strong and healthy. They are tasty too. Look at all the people cooking and eating vegetables. We eat vegetables in different ways. Look here, that looks like they might have roasted them. Here they're just fresh and raw, which is really tasty. Here in a soup, ooh, that's one of my favorites. I am really good at making soup. And here, look, they have it kind of like a snack with a dip. Lots of times when I taught, my kids loved ranch. They like to put ranch, dip their veggies in ranch. Vegetables grow to be different shapes, sizes, and colors. That's one of my favorite things. All the beautiful colors of a vegetable. Botanists grow the different kinds of vegetables according to the parts of the vegetable that is eaten. There are 8 groups of vegetables. Who knew there was 8? Look. A botanist, by the way, is a person who studies plants. There are leaf vegetables, bulb vegetables, flower bud vegetables, root vegetables, tubers like potatoes, stems like our friend the Swiss chard back here, fruits like tomatoes. Did you know tomato is a fruit? It is. And seeds like some of my favorite beans. I've got those growing in my backyard right now. Leaf vegetables. We eat the leaves of the vegetables, like our lettuce, our crispy, crunchy lettuce, and our watercress and our cabbage. Good. Bulb vegetables. We eat bulbs that grow underneath the ground, like onions, and I like scallions and leeks. I love to use leeks in soups. Flower bud vegetables, like all the cauliflowers, the artichokes. I always think artichokes are fun to dip in butter. Maybe that's just because I like butter. I don't really know. Root vegetables. You got your beets. The roots of these vegetables are eaten, and they grow beneath the ground. Lots of people love beets. I don't love beets as much, but I do love other things that grow underneath the ground, like parsnips and turnips and carrots and rutabagas. Everybody loves different things, right? Tuber vegetables like potatoes. Who doesn't love potatoes in some way? Because you know, a french fry is a potato, a mashed potato. Stem vegetables like celeries. Look at all that. Oh, asparagus is a stem vegetable. I didn't know that. Fruit vegetables. Oh, look at all the different tomatoes. There's so many different kinds, aren't there? There's yellow tomatoes, beef eaters. I like the little ones. I'm growing the little ones that you can just kind of pick off and eat. Cherry tomatoes. Some other fruit vegetables, eggplants, cucumbers, butternut squash, pumpkin. I had some eggplant this weekend. I didn't know that was a fruit vegetable. Seed vegetables. You got your beans, your navy beans, your kidney beans. We eat the seeds of these plants. Some seed vegetables grow in pods, and sometimes the pods are eaten too. Oh, I really like it when you can eat the whole thing, the whole pod. Like with snow peas, those are really good. Corn is also a seed vegetable, but it doesn't have a pod, it has a husk. Who doesn't love sweet corn in the summer, especially in Illinois, right? Soy beans are a special seed vegetable. They can be used in many ways. Some soybeans are used to make food products. Soybean oil is used to make many non-food items like soap and cloth and paper and paint. Did you know that? Wow. When it gets warm enough, which it certainly is, friends, many people enjoy planting, growing, and later harvesting their own vegetables. Most often they buy packets of seeds that have directions. That's what I did. I bought packets of seeds and I put them in the ground. I'm not always so good at reading the directions though. Some people plant starter plants, also called seedlings. Most of the time, vegetable seeds or starter plants are planted in straight rows or circles. That's what they do out here. We've got really great gardeners that do that. At my house, I kind of just sprinkle them though. The garden must be weeded. Uh-oh, that's my problem. I'm not so good at that part. And watered regularly. The plants begin to grow. I'm good at the watering. I'm not so good at the weeding. In cities, people may grow vegetables in containers. In my porch, I've got cherry tomatoes and strawberry plants. The vegetables will become bigger until they are ready for harvesting. Harvesting is just when we pick them, and the best part, when we eat them, right? Farmers fertilize the soil, then the fields are plowed, harrowed, and planted. That's like in a vegetable farm. Like out by where I live at Solo Gracia Farms. And that's one of the places that is helping with the solidarity farms that the museum is part of. Big sprinkling systems are used to water the vegetable plants. At the end of the growing season, the vegetables are harvested. That's a real big farm, isn't it? You can get that kind of stuff at the farmer's market, right? In Urbana on Saturdays. Refrigerator trucks haul the vegetables to process the plants. There they will be washed and sorted. Some are frozen, some are canned, and the rest will be sold fresh. Fresh is best to me, but everybody likes different things. The vegetables are shipped to stores near and far away for people to buy. Wow, look how far away. If you go to the farmer's market, they're local. That means they're nearby. At grocery stores, fresh vegetables are on display. Canned vegetables line shelves. Frozen vegetables are found in freezers. So all kinds of weather, all kinds of seasons, we can still get our vegetables. Some people buy fresh vegetables at farm stands. It is fun to pick out what to buy. Look at all the delicious vegetables. Wow. And that is the end of Gail Gibbons' The Vegetables We Eat. But I kind of just wanted to show you a little bit of our garden here. If you look over here, you see more vegetables growing. And behind me, and over here, we have strawberries, we have tomatoes, we have Swiss chard. I think we're gonna have some squash come up here. We've got all sorts of herbs. We've got some cabbages, we have some carrots. Different things come up at different times, so if you make a visit, you can walk by and see what's ready to pick. And like I said, you are perfectly welcome. In fact, we would love it if you would pick some vegetables to try and take home, and we would love it if you would wear your pretty mask so that when folks come by you, we can keep each other safe. Okay, friends, see y'all later. Bye-bye.